So this is Euro dollar analysis for Wednesday the 27th of September, and yeah, let's see what's happened. As you can see on this hourly chart, we've sold off further. So let's go out to the higher time frames to see what this market is currently looking like. Now, as you can see on the higher time frame, we have been in a strong uptrend. This month it looks pretty clear unless there is a pretty big turnaround. This month should finish bearish. It does not necessarily signal a reversal, but the 2 weeks to the upside suggest that there is some selling pressure in around 120, 121 region for now, so gonna have to be a bit cautious. I was expecting price to get up to 122, 123 before possibly showing a bit of a pullback, but we decided to get a bit of a pullback based on the political environment in the Eurozone. So on the monthly time frame, where were we at the month open? The month opened at 1910, 119.10, so 1910. If we go down to the weekly was 19, but I did say in the previous video I'll be using 1910 as my most important. Let's just double check that just to make sure. I am 100% sure, but yes, 19. 18.99 according to this, but 19. So if we go down to the hourly, see where we are. I did say I was using 1910 for my weekly pivot and any price action below it, I'll be looking to go short. So to the downside, I did say I'll be looking to see what price does at 1861. We broke below that, went all the way down to the nearly 1830, went to 1832. Didn't quite get back up to the 80. We got close, got up to 1860 there or thereabouts, and we broke below 1830. So we pulled back a little bit and we sold back off. Went all the way down to my next area of interest of 1770, and we look like we're about to retest it again. So if we do see price come down here, we get some bullish price action off it, could potentially be looking for a double bottom down there, but I don't actually trade those things. I pretty much just trade in relation to the weekly open being a weekly pivot. So as long as price remains below 1910, I'm going to hold a bearish bias on this currency pair. So if we break below 1770, where are we looking? I've got all the way down there at 1612, and that was done quite a few weeks ago. So let me just have a look to see if there are any other potential areas of interest beneath, and what appears to be beneath. We do have on a weekly chart this 200 period moving average, and that's around, let's just see if I click on the chart there, the 200 period moving average is at 1720. So it's at 1720. If I go down to the daily chart, and let's see where 1720 is. So in and around the 1715. So here we go. So in and around that 1686 to 1716, we do have on this daily chart, we do have quite a lot of wicks suggesting there was some buying in this area. We had this consolidation and price didn't actually break down. It just provided a leg for a further up move. It looks pretty much like a bull flag on a daily chart. So in and around that 17 region should be the next area of interest. the moving average being around 1720. And what's the low of this swing here being at, let's just see, the low went as low as 1662. So where have we seen the most touches? We'd say we'll be in and around that 1716 level, in around 1716. So I'm going to mark that on the chart, 1716. So if we go back down to the hourly chart, and if I scale it a bit and get my horizontal line, and let's just put that, change the color, and change, just make sure I get the location correct, 1717, let's just say 1716, but the moving average is at 1720. We do have a lot of wicks in around the 17 region, so let's just settle on 1710. In between the 17, which appears to be an area of consolidation, 1720 being a moving average. So let's just stick with 1710. There we are. Now this is in a very strong zone. It would be pretty weak, but it's an area to have a look at to see what price does as it moves down towards it. An area which I do expect better reactions from price would be at that 1612, which is quite a bit away. And yeah, so at present, based on the weekly open, the monthly open, and the current price action, I am bearish euro dollar and do expect further momentum to the downside. And before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.